Okay, we are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Midlife Crisis Activities. It's our lifestyle daily webcast. It's our shout out to the world. I'm your host, Patrick Russell. This is my vivacious producer, Veronica. And together, we're here to lend our voices to the noise from a multi-generational perspective to help explain everything that's right and wrong with this world. Veronica, I got a quick question for you. Do you think we watch a lot of Netflix?
I have to admit it, yes, we do. I think we go crazy on Netflix, and I think in 2021, everyone does.
It's like a buffet for us. Mm-hmm. The more we watch, we figure the less money they're making off of us. So I guess that's how we look at it.
Yeah.
So the reason why I bring it up, not so much for the watching the Netflix, so much as a show that I came across while I was having one of my insomnia nights. And I didn't watch this show, but then I did tie it to a story that later came out in regards to what the director did with the movie. So I'm talking about Anthony Bourdain. It was his biography that they had created in parts unknown on Netflix. And what it was that the director did was that he used holograms or AI software that was able to translate written words by Anthony. Now, he did write the words, but he never spoke the words, and it was the director's feeling to use AI software so that he could now insert Anthony Bourdain's voice saying the words. He felt that it was a creative tool that was a way to enhance and grab people's emotions, what would you say it's called? Emotionally invoking tool.
Yeah.
But still retained an honesty to the work. Now, say what you want about somebody actually supplementing and adding what they believe is true to the story, but that's just the beginning of the question, Veronica. What this really is just the first step in through a door of a much larger world, right? So recently we also came across a story that was relatable where Zoom had made a multi-billion-dollar purchase of a smaller company that specialized in holographic technology. Not only did they make the purchase, but they inserted the captain of that holographic company. They put him as the captain of the boat, president of Zoom moving forward. That's how much the Zoom universe believes in what they just acquired and how usable and marketable it will be, whatever brainchild they come up with, but you can only imagine.
Yeah.
So the idea, Veronica, of holograms now being a very pervasive part of our life, in our media, the consumption of our news as well as our entertainment. How do you feel about the likelihood that in a few short years, you might not know whether or not you're watching a real person acting or giving you instructions from a customer service point of view, or if it's an actual AI that's been pre-programmed to answer every question that you might have? How do you feel about that?
Well, before I move forward with my answer, I want to make sure that people understand, because, at some point I had to Google it as well. AI means artificial intelligence. So in case you don't know that, that's what it means, right?
I'm sorry
so
for
that,
saying that.
Yes, Patrick. Next time. So that's what it means. And answering your question, I feel that, once again, we're in the future. We have to move forward. If someone died years ago, like in this case, Anthony in 2018.
By his own hand.
By his own decision, let me tell you that. I think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, whether the debate, it's either he said it, he didn't say it, he maybe was not aware of what was happening. It doesn't matter. We're moving forward. So I'm into the future. And if I can put myself in 5 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, why not?
Okay, so there's a creative license aspect that I think everybody's going to have an opinion on, right? I think everybody's willing to accept, well, if it's for art, if we know going in or watching something for entertainment, that creative license can be stretched a bit. True. But now, what if we move forward and now, what is it called, catfishing?
Yeah.
What if now, moving forward, people weaponize the hologram technology, the AI, maybe to come up with the right words? I remember the movie Roxanne, the classic comedy with Steve Martin, where you had the goofball that was trying to win the heart of the lovely maiden, but it was actually Steve Martin in the bushes giving him the words. What if it's an AI that's now going to be the guy in the bushes giving you the words? How do you feel about that? Not that you have to worry about catfishing personally, but the idea. Sales of any kind.
I think once we start moving forward with this type of artificial intelligence, I mean, we're going to get smarter as well, and we're going to have things, items, tools to make sure that doesn't happen, right? So
you hope.
I hope. And
authentication markers. Are you really human? Let's scan.
What about when someone is calling? What about if someone calls and
it's
then
obviously
yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty sensitive topic, and I don't have the answer, but I'm into the future. So whatever that is, put me there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Final note, guys. Get comfortable with this. This is not theoretical, and this is not 10, 15 years into the futures. This is right now. This is tools that we're going to be seeing rolled out over the next year or two, to include a lot of office suite tools that we are actively looking for always, to better find a way to find an automated solution to what we do on a daily basis, so that we can be faster and more efficient, which is the name of the game. Guys,
I was just going to say, Patrick, I know you like to talk a lot, but let's save the rest for the next webcast.
That's perfect timing. Thank you so much. Guys, please use the comment box below. Let me know your thoughts. Send us your questions or just your comments. We'd love for you to be part of the show. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing this on a daily basis. Veronica, thank you so much for doing this for me, with me. Guys, have a great day. See you tomorrow.